everybody, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Hi, my name is Kendall, and here we talk about all things makeup and all things makeup related. And if I look like I got some life breathed back into me, it's because yesterday, for the first time in over a year, it's been a year and like 5 months, I finally got my hair done. Finally. It was so needed. Kept the length as is, just got rid of those pesky dead ends that accumulate over the months, and we touched up my highlights, and I got some layering pieces, just a little something fresh, a little something new. It feels so good to finally have that done. Just getting the dead ends cut off made such a big difference. It feels so good, and I'm super happy with it, so that's exciting. So as you can tell by the title, today I'm going to be talking all about the new Tarte Powder Foundation. This is the Amazonian Clay Gem Powder Foundation. This I've been seeing all over YouTube as of recent, like this past week. And I guess it's a new launch from Tarte, but I've had this for like maybe 2 months now. I ordered this from QVC like in the beginning of December. I guess Tarte sometimes partners with like QVC for like exclusive early launches. I didn't even really know this was a new product. I just saw this, and I don't use powder foundations, and this one just got me curious to kind of dip my toes into the powder foundation world. I'm so much more of a liquid foundation kind of girl. I think it lays better on my skin. It doesn't cling to the dry patches as much, but I wanted to try this and put it to the test. So with that being said, I have been using this for the past few weeks, so this is not a first impressions. However, it is a wear test, and I will be piling cream products on top of the powder to see how they react together. What you're about to see is me applying the foundation and also applying all the rest of my makeup, powders, creams, setting sprays, all that good stuff to see how they mix, and then I'll talk a little bit about it, and we will continue to do a wear test throughout the day. So like I said, this is the Amazonian Clay Gem Powder Foundation. I have the shade 20N Light Neutral, and this is honestly just like a perfect shade for me. I don't think I could have gotten a better fit. It is a talc-free loose powder foundation with a natural finish. Here are the claims straight from Tarte's website. It says it is a feather light, full coverage, and natural, not flat finish. It says it blurs the appearance of pores, fine lines, and wrinkles. Triple Gem Complex nourishes, protects, and brightens. 24-hour long wear, won't cake, flake, or fade. Delivers a soft focus airbrushed effect. Amazonian Clay absorbs excess oil and shine. And then it says you should apply with a blur brush for a flawless finish. It says 100% agree that this foundation made their skin look less shiny, feels weightless, evened out their skin tone, made their skin look less dull, and it says 100% would recommend to a friend, and that is based on a study of 31 subjects. This is also a vegan powder. If you do not know, everything that I mention on this channel is cruelty-free, so Tarte as a brand is cruelty-free. This specific powder is not only cruelty-free, but it is also vegan, which means it was not made with any animal byproducts, products, anything like that. look. The only thing that I did off camera was I filled in my brows a little bit, added some brow gel, and added my mascara. So I'm gonna zoom you in so we can see what the foundation is looking like. So here is what the foundation looks like on my skin. I do have a ring light in front of me, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to turn that off so you can see what it looks like. Time was 2 o'clock when I finished my makeup, and I immediately went outside and I filmed a few clips, just close-ups of my face with my camera, and I also took some photos with my iPhone, and I'm gonna pop those up right here so we can see what my skin looks like in natural lighting. The way my skin looks, I can't complain at all. I love what I'm seeing in the viewfinder. I think my skin looks so matte, but radiant. Like the claims say on Tarte's website, my skin does not look flat. Typically, I stay as far away from powder foundations as I possibly can because they really do cake in those fine lines. They cake on any sort of like acne you have, which I will get to in just a minute. But overall, I think it looks so nice on the skin. As you saw, I applied cream bronzer and cream blush on top of this foundation, and so far so good. There's no disturbance. Nothing weird happened with the powder underneath. And then of course I finished off with a setting spray, and everything is looking really nice complexion-wise. So as you can see, I have some acne down here, and the foundation is clinging to those acne spots, but not in a terribly bad way at all. Pulled out my magnifying mirror, and if I look up close, you can definitely see like little foundation crumblies. That's the technical term, foundation crumblies. You can see the little crumblies like over the patches where I have some acne, but that's gonna happen with any foundation, to be quite honest with you, and especially powder foundations. But compared to powder foundations that I've used in the past, this actually sits on top of acne pretty dang well. Like a lot of people, my nose is a big problem area when it comes to liquid foundations, powder foundations, anything and everything and anything. Everything wants to cling to my nose. And this actually looks pretty good. So far, I'm super impressed with that. So like I said earlier, I have used this foundation multiple times before this video, so it is not a first impressions, but today was the first day that I put cream bronzer and cream blush, I think, on top of this foundation, because typically on the very rare occasions that I do use a powder foundation, I will pair it with all powder products, but I thought, what's the fun in that? Let's shake it up and see what happens if we put cream products on top. But so far, everything's looking really nice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave you guys here, and I'm gonna check back in towards the end of the day to see how my makeup is holding up. I do have a few errands that I need to run. If you watched the last video I posted, I was talking about how much pain I'm in because I'm having severe back pains, and I'm finally going to go get it checked out. I'm going to the chiropractor, which I have, like, I can't explain it, but I have a, what do you call them? I have an irrational fear of the chiropractor. I don't know why. I've been to one in my life, and I was a very little girl when I went, and he was like an old school chiropractor. Like, it was all like all done by hand. He was great at what he did, but I went one time and I was scared to death. I have an irrational fear of hearing the sounds of like bones cracking, and everyone that I've expressed this to just tells me to put like earplugs in, but I think that would make it even worse because like I know what's coming, but I don't know. I don't know. My husband goes to the chiropractor literally every single week, and he loves it and he swears by it, and he's been trying to get me to go for years, and I'm like, and so you know the pain is bad enough when I'm like willing to go willingly. Hopefully they can fix whatever is wrong with me. But yeah, so we're gonna go do that. I'm gonna do some other things today, and then I will check back later this evening and we will see how my makeup is holding up. We are back. What a day. All right, so it is almost 9 p.m., which means I've had this foundation on for about 7 hours. For anyone that cares, no one cares, but I went to the chiropractor. I got myself all worked up. like all worked up. And I didn't even get an adjustment today. They just took x-rays, and then I have to go back on Friday for my adjustment. So now I have another full day to just like psych myself out and freak myself out. Anyway, the foundation. I'm gonna zoom you guys in and we'll see how my makeup held up. Okay, nice and close here. So here is what my face is looking like. So I was out and about all day, and then for like the past hour, I've just kind of been like laying in bed. So I've had like my hand on my face, my eyeshadows come off a bit. But as far as foundation goes, I think this has held up so nicely. Again, you can see on my chin where it's kind of clung to like the acne and stuff, which you know, it would be a miracle if it didn't because it's a powder foundation. Liquid foundations do the same thing. But honestly though, my skin looks so nice. I took another update photo in natural lighting around like 6:37 before it got too dark outside, and I will pop up that picture right now so you can see what my face looked like in natural lighting around like the 5th hour. Yeah, very pleasantly surprised with this foundation. So another thing that I wanted to mention about this is I had this foundation on the other day, and my husband actually made a comment about it. He was like, your skin looks really nice. And I was just like, so the foundation is $39 on Tarte's website, or you can buy the Powder to Perfect Amazonian Clay Foundation Bundle, which comes with a foundation brush that they recommend you use, and that's for $45. I would recommend that you go ahead and buy the bundle that comes with the brush for $5 more. I just think that's a better deal all around. I think this foundation is super nice. I had a lot of redness on my chin. I had a big red spot, and it just so seamlessly covered it up, and it stayed covered up all day long. And that was just with the foundation. I didn't put any concealer on my chin. I just concealed under the eyes. It's not as full coverage as a liquid foundation is going to be, but it is such a nice, radiant finish, and I really, really like it. So I have very like quote unquote normal skin, leaning more on the dry side, but it's not super dry by any means. Definitely not oily. I don't know how this is gonna work on oily skin, so if you do have oily skin, I recommend checking out another creator and their reviews on it, or reading the reviews on Sephora or Tarte's website. But as someone with the normal to dry skin, I really, really like it. I think it is a wonderful foundation. It is so quick to apply. It is so easy to apply. This actually has made its way into my everyday makeup drawer. So you know it's good when it's made its way to the everyday drawer. I will have this linked below through Tarte's website if you want to pick this up, and I will see if Sephora carries it and Ulta. I'm not sure if Sephora and Ulta carry this yet, but if they do, I will link those down there as well, so you can use your Sephora points, Ulta points, whatever you want to do. All right, everybody, that is it for me today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate the heck out of each and every one of you that takes the time to watch my videos. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you feel like it. That is it. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.